Hi there, I'm Teaspoon, and this is TaskSpoon, the series where I pioneer my own path progressing an Old School RuneScape Iron Man account. The goal? To complete the collection log. The catch? I have to do it one randomly generated task at a time. Welcome to TaskSpoon. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 31 of the TaskSpoon series, or as I'm calling it, Season 2, Episode 0. I'm not actually going to be doing any of the medium tasks yet in this episode. I have too much preparing to do, and I'll explain that right now. In the last episode, I finished the easy tier of tasks on the spreadsheet, and in this episode, I'm going to be doing a few skills and getting a few items, preparing for the upcoming medium task grind. I decided that there are a few items that aren't on the collection log that will greatly increase the speed at which I can do pretty much every other task. And I decided that I'm going to go ahead and grind out the skills and get the items necessary for those things before starting my medium tasks, because there really isn't a good time to do it other than just right now. So yeah, that's my plan. I'll explain more in a bit. First, I want to go over the three problems that I'm having. They're quite simple problems. One is getting places, two is killing things, and three is bank space. And I actually have 2 items and 2 skills that I can grind that solve all 3 of those problems. And as you may have been able to guess based on what you're seeing on screen, Hunter is in fact one of the skills that I'm going to be leveling. Anyone that's played an Iron Man or RuneScape in general will know 83 Hunter unlocks Dragon Implings, which can drop the Amulet of Glory, which is useful for me for both combat and transportation, hence helping with 2 of my 3 problems. And I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but I've actually been covering my inventory. I have been hunting for a while now. I have almost 1,600 chins, and with this chin right here, I will get 80 Hunter. Not quite 83 yet, but I'm making decent progress, and I wanted to start at least the intro of this video while I was doing this Hunter and had nothing else to do. So here we are. I plan on going over to try out Herbivore. I've never actually done it before, and I hear it's a pretty good way to get both Hunter XP and herbs, both of which I need right now. So yeah, that's my plan after I go over the other things that I plan on doing. So I mentioned my 3 problems before, that being getting places, killing things, and bank space. And although the glory definitely helps with the first 2, it doesn't solve them by any means, so I wanted to go over my plans for another item and another skill that should help with all 3 of them, and then once I'm done those 2 items and 2 skills, we can get right back into the medium tasks. So I mentioned before that the first item I was going to get was actually the glory, and the second item is actually the bronze sword. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to try and do Recipe for Disaster and get the highest metal gloves that I can. I am currently on the steel gloves, which are alright, but if you look at the bonuses going forward, every other subquest that I can complete just increases the damage and the defense and the everything by a lot. And if we take a look at the RFD quest page, it's actually kind of interesting. I just sort of have almost everything I could possibly need for every single one of the subquests, other than Murder Mystery and a Witch's House, which combined will take me like 20 minutes. So this should actually be fairly quick. All the subquests are actually pretty quick themselves, and if I can just go ahead and do all of those and get access to the Barrow's gloves, that's going to be a huge DPS increase for my account, thus helping with the killing things problem. So those are the 2 items and one of the skills, the other skill being construction. I have quite a few planks in the bank from various things like Implings or whatever, and I plan on using them and seeing how high construction level they'll get me. I don't really have a plan, but I do have a few things that I want to try and unlock. First of all is going to be the Mounted Glory. Obviously, once I get one from Hunter, being able to mount one in my house is going to be very useful. I already have the level, so I just really need to get the glory, and I can go ahead and build that. The other thing is a portal chamber. I also already have the level for this. This is more of a, I just need to go and buy the runes and decide which portals I want. I think I'm going to make 2 of these, I think. Again, I haven't quite planned it out yet, but if I can put some portals down to, like, farming locations and other stuff that I may need when I'm on a different spellbook, that would be really useful. And the third thing that I plan on building with construction is actually upgrading my costume room. This will help greatly with my bank space issue. If I can just upgrade all of my storage things in the costume room to the teak level, I can store all my medium clue stuff. I can store twice as many costume pieces from random events. I can store a bunch of stuff, thus saving me a bunch of bank space, because I would like to keep all of the cool items that I collect in the storage things in the costume room. So, yeah, that's the plan. I assume that this plan will take me a couple of days to fully execute. The Hunter is going to take maybe 8 more hours if I had to randomly guess. And then I actually have to go and find the Dragon Implings, get the glory, so that might take a while too. The actual construction and RFD parts of my plan, probably not going to take that long, but they are something I have to factor into. But hopefully I can find time to edit the last episode while I do all of this, and then this one can come out before I start doing the medium tasks, and we can get right back to it. So I've been doing Irby for about half an hour now, and I'm getting about 115 to 120 KXP per hour. I do have to use energy potions here, which is kind of unfortunate because I don't have that many left, but I think I'm going to use pretty much all of my energy potions here, and then go back to Chinchompas for the last of the whatever levels I need till 83. I ran out of energy potions doing Herbivore, so I had to go back to Chinchompas, but it turned out to be okay. After being able to lay 5 traps, it got a lot quicker. And there we go, 83 Hunter. We can go hunt some Dragon Implings. Let's go to Pura Pura. Ooh, my first Dragon Impling. Nice. I've been here for a couple hours now and haven't found any, which is not really giving me much hope that I'm going to get glories quickly. But here we are. Nice. I was actually hoping on getting a couple of the glory drops so that I could hang one in my house and still have some in my bank for teleports if I needed them. But yeah, let's open it. Okay, that's probably the worst thing I could have gotten. I don't actually think I mentioned anything about the drop rate, but I'll put a little thing on screen here and you can see that the Amulet of Glory 3 noted drop is 1 in 19, which is mostly what I'm after, but the other 1 in 19 Dragonstone Amulet drop of 2 is equally as good, as I have the magic level required to enchant them, so I can just turn them into glories. The only reason they're slightly worse is because it's 2 of them instead of 3, but either of those are very good. That's what we're after here. Well, that's not the right Impling. And I found a second Dragon Impling. Nice, let's open it. Wow, that's pretty good, but not what I'm looking for. I got another Dragon Impling here. This is literally like 5 minutes after the last one. Wish me luck. Yay! Nice. Like I said, this is equally as good because I have the magic level to enchant it. The only worst part is the fact that there's only 2 of them, but sweet. Nice. Although that's technically enough for me to have one to wear and one to put in my house, I would like to get a few more just to have them in the bank for teleports, so I'm going to stay here for a bit longer, catch a few more Dragon Imps, see if I get lucky, and if not, we'll just move on to the next thing. Alright, I couldn't wait. I had to do it. Oh yeah, look at that thing. It's so beautiful. Alright, I think this is going to be my last Dragon Impling here. I've been catching them all night, and it is now the next morning, and let's hope for some glories. If not, I need to move on with the video, so here we go. Sad. Alright, let's go and do something else. The next thing on my list of things I want to get done is construction training. So I'm going to use up pretty much all of the planks that I have banked in Mahogany Homes, and we'll see how far that gets me, and we'll plan afterwards. I have no idea how much experience I have banked. I'm just going to start doing it, and we'll see. So I've been doing Mahogany Homes for a couple hours now, on and off. I was uploading the last video and making a thumbnail and doing all the upload things, so my XP rate's not great, but I've used most of my planks. I think I have about 150 left in the bank and gotten to level 58 construction. So I think I'll be able to get to 59, probably not 60, which is unfortunate because after looking at the levels that I actually need for the stuff I want to build, the thing that I want to build, the highest level thing that I want to build is level 66. So with a Crystal Saw +3 invisible boost and a potential T or whatever it is in your house that gives you a +2, I can get +5 boost pretty easily, which means if I could get to 61, it'd be very easy to make this stuff, which I don't know if I'll be able to. And if I can't, I'll need to get a stew boost, which would be more annoying. So I don't really know what I'm going to do. I would really like to be able to get to 61. I might end up making a few planks. Yeah, haven't quite decided yet, but just going to keep going and see where I get to. So I just hit 59 construction, and I have about 50 oak planks left. I'm just going to use the rest of this inventory and then save a few for stash units or whatever. I do have some mahogany planks. I don't exactly remember where I got these from, but I'll use those up. Not on Mahogany Homes, because I don't have the construction level to take an expert contract, but I think that should get me another decent chunk of experience. I don't know what it'll get me to, but hopefully I can get to 61 so I can just do what I said, get the T boost, use the Crystal Saw, upgrade all my costume room pieces, and we can move on to the next part of the plan. And while I'm here doing construction, I might as well actually build the Mounted Amulet of Glory that I worked so hard to get. Feels good. Alright, so the mahogany planks managed to get me to level 60, which means I just need to get one more level, and I can do my boosty, minky costume roomy plan. I don't really know what I plan on doing yet to get those planks. I guess I'll just go chop some teak logs. Actually, I have a couple teaks planted at the hardwood grove on Fossil Island, so I might just end up going there, cutting some teaks, making some planks, coming back here, doing something with the teaks, getting the level, then using the teaks to upgrade the costume room. Yeah. Alright, so I messed up my mathematic ability. I was doing calculations based on how much experience teak planks give when used in construction regularly, like when you just make stuff in your house. But it turns out, I forgot I can do the whatever it is, the medium contract for Mahogany Homes at level 50 with teak planks, and they give significantly more experience doing that. So I definitely don't need this many, and this was already overkill. So I'm going to go make like 200 planks, going to go do Mahogany Homes to 61, then I'm going to make the stuff that I need to be able to boost in my kitchen, in my home, then I'm going to boost and make all of the costume room things. Let's go. Okay, 200-ish planks made. Let's go back to Mahogany Homes. Oh wow, I'm already 61. That goes so fast with teak planks. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, let's go make the kitchen stuff, and then we can do the boost, and then we can make the things. Alright, I built everything in my kitchen that I need to get my boost, but as it turns out, 64, or 61 with the +3 Crystal Saw boost, is enough to do almost all of the upgrades that I have other than the treasure chests, so I'm just going to do those now without a boost. Nice! Now I'm going to go get more planks, get a boost, upgrade my treasure chest, put a bunch of things in here to empty some bank space, and we'll be good to go. And we got the T boost. Go ahead, upgrade the treasure chest. Nice, look at all this. And more importantly, oh yeah, look at all that free bank space. And there we go, 28 extra bank spaces, feeling good about that. And it'll save future bank spaces anytime I do clues or anything like that. What's next? Barrow's gloves. Let's go get some Barrow's gloves. As you can see here, we freed 3 of the 8 guests already. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead, start working on it. I guess I'll start top left, make my way to the bottom right. No real reason, but I need some way to do it, so let's go. And that subquest took me literally like 5 minutes, so yeah, super easy. And we'll move on to Lumber's Guide. I don't think that I've ever done this quest without like hiding in the corner and fire striking it. It just feels wrong to just come in here with a dragon scimitar and full graceful and just kill them one by one. I don't know, something just feels weird about it. And the Lumber's Guide has been saved as well. That one also was very quick, including the 2 quests that I had to do it. So yeah, we're on a roll here. Let's keep going with the ogre. Oh, I think this one's annoying. That was definitely a little bit more annoying than the other ones, but it wasn't too bad. What is next? We have ceramic vase. Let's do it. Well, other than having to prayer flick a black dragon for like literally 8 minutes, that wasn't too bad. Last one, the monkey. Monkey. All I have left to do is to kill the food wizard and his 5 boys in the portal here, so I'm gonna go and do that, and we'll get ourselves some Barrow's gloves. And there's 1 down. And that's 2. And that's 3. And number 4. By the way, if you're ever struggling with this fight yourself, if you just wear full tank armor, as long as you're using the correct spell, you'll hit most of the time anyway. And it turns out she can't really hit through tank armor. I don't know why, but like, she just does no damage. So, yeah, there you go. That's the trick to this fight. And there's 5. And the food wizard is dead. And with that, we can buy ourselves Barrow's gloves. That is a huge unlock for the account combat-wise. And not only that, but we get a nice juicy 20,000 XP lamp to put on Herblore. Nice. That's actually really useful because now I can botanical pie boost to make my anti-fire potions. I don't have to worry about a +5 boost anymore, so I don't really have to worry about saving those, so that's really nice. And we can buy ourselves the Barrow's gloves. Oh, look at that. I even have my my other gloves on so you can see the difference. That is insane. These gloves are so good. But yeah, we're done. With just a few levels gained and a couple skills and a couple key item unlocks, we're ready to tackle the medium tier. So let's go get our first medium task. I have been waiting to press this generate task button for like 6 days straight while I've been doing all my training and unlocks and everything. And I was so tempted to press it earlier just to figure out like what I'd be doing after this, but I've waited and it's all come down to this moment. What is our first task going to be? One unique from Crazy Archaeologist. You know what? That's pretty cool. Let's do it. Of course, I'm going to have to save it for the next episode. I've done a lot in this episode. Many hours of gameplay went into making this. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did and want to leave, a comment and a like, subscribe, all those cool YouTube things. I'm still doing tile comments, 1 per person per video. If you want to leave a comment for a tile marker, location, short message, and a color if you'd like. Put that down in game for you. And yeah, we'll see you next time.